Ladies and gentlemen, time has come. May 13th marks the day my systems are complete. Finally, guys. So I was just going through the steps month to month, all the stuff that the VA has to go through for the clients that come on board, whether they have a website or not, whether they have multiple locations or not. Everything is built into this structure, right? So even communication, things that we came across in the past, troubles that I have templated, general templates that my assistant can use to communicate with the VAs without having stress, like unnecessary stress. A lot of times we have, like unnecessary back and forth conversation here and there, or sometimes we have like we wait weeks before the VA has to wait before going back to that service to complete it because they were waiting on us to say yes or no with a simple thing. All that is taking into consideration and templated somewhat, especially for roofers, so that everything can move like a breeze. So I'm super excited of how this whole thing works once I onboard the next guy, right? I just want to see how it plans out, right? Basically, I can imagine myself closing the client, getting the initial information, name, address, phone number, where they're located, found it, all that stuff like that, and then I would introduce my assistant, right? So if it's a screen share close, I would introduce my assistant right on there at the end of the thing. And if it's phone call, then she would just email them, and I'll just let them know, like, okay, my assistant's about to email you, etc., right? So I'm excited for that part alone. And then moving forward with how she communicates with the designer, if a website is needed, compared to and if it's not needed or whatever, then communicates with the VA, all the stuff step by step, how it's going to be completed. Okay. Ah, fuck, man, that shit took a hell lot of long time. Like I said, guys, this is by far the hardest part of the business that I had to go through. But I'm glad it's over. I'm glad I did it right. At least I did it right. Fuck, man. What would suck is if I kind of half-assed it and came to this point, and then it would still need a lot of like hand-holding, right? At least it's like I feel confident in it, meaning that things are step by step. It's an if then format, meaning that if a client is this or that, then do this. And, there's like answers for most things that I know that I come across commonly. And then for the step by step guides of how to do the things, it's not just the step by step guides, but there's also a video me doing every single step myself and walking them through it. And then also from the video, I paused in the, I mean, in YouTube, you can do that, right? You can pause at this current point and take the URL, and I put that exactly in those sections, right? So for example, on-page optimization, right? I don't just put the video and the step-by-step for on-page optimization. I put all the steps, right? And then each step has the explanation and examples, and then also a video link. When you press it, it goes exactly for that section within on-page optimization. So if you don't use that, use that. It makes it a lot easier, and it's not that difficult to do. You just have to go through, run it once, and yeah, I think it's gonna help. I think I'm making the VA's life a lot easier like this. So thank God for that. And yeah, so guys, that's pretty much it. It's more like an announcement video. I'm super excited. My income has been the same for the last 2 months, and more importantly than my income, I've been feeling kind of dreadful. If you guys noticed, just dragging this on, working on systems and just going by days but like this. But now that it's complete, even me thinking about getting ready for the sales side is getting me fucking psyched up, right? Because this time it's a lot of things are different, right? Last time I was in the beginning stage of sales cycle, you can say, when I was starting to get it ramped up around January. I still didn't have a lot of the pieces to the puzzle. I didn't know what price point to sell it at, etc., etc. Now I have it pretty much, like nailed, right? Exactly. I know who I'm going for, who I'm calling, which states I'm calling, in what row even. I have that put out in Excel format. So let's begin. Journey to $30,000 a month starts tonight, midnight. Peace.